Hey, Miles here at Tactile Hyve. In today's video, I want to show an exercise that you can do to begin to learn how to be more target focused rather than red dot focused or front sight focused. In past videos, we talked about if you want to start shooting very fast and accurately, you're going to have to ascend to another level where you're not going to always have a crystal clear front sight. You're going to be target focused and you're going to wait for your sights to overlay. Now that is not 100% of the time, but majority of the time in practical shooting scenarios and also in self-defense scenarios, like if you do a lot of force and force, you realize you don't always have a clear front sight. So it's important to learn how to be target focused. But when we start to learn how to shoot, typically with iron sights, we are always told to have a clear front sight focus. So when it is time to adjust and begin to be target focused, it's a hard habit to break for some people. And that is not a bad thing to learn front sight focus first. You need to learn the rules before you can break the rules. And so now if you've reached a point where you're shooting accurately looking at your sights and now you need to increase your speed, you want to experiment with being target focused. So this exercise is going to introduce you to being target focused and also show you that you can do this. You can shoot accurately and even precisely at certain ranges without looking at your front sight. Now I'm using an iron sight gun because most people learn how to shoot with an iron sight gun. You can do this with a red dot as well. And I would argue for some red dot shooters, actually for quite a lot of them, they still focus on the red dot and they do not keep their focus on the target. So you can do this with either, but I'm just going to do it with iron sights. So what's going to happen is we're going to shoot these black pasters from anywhere from 3 to 4 yards. It's really up to you. It's less about the accuracy right now. You want to get to a distance where you can hit them. But what we're going to be playing with is the vision. And I'm going to be talking about what's going on with my vision because you can't actually see what I'm focusing on. But you're going to see that no matter what I'm focusing on, I'll be able to hit the target. So you want to set up a target with a number of different smaller targets there, maybe 1 by 1 inch or a 1 inch circle. And you want to get a distance where you really do have to have good front sight focus to hit that target or good focus on your red dot if you are still stuck on focusing on your red dot. And I'm going to load and make ready and talk about what I'm doing here. So I'm going to load my gun right here and I am going to look at that first black paster and I am going to get my sights on target. I have a crystal clear front sight and I'm going to break my shot whenever I'm ready. That is with a crystal clear front sight, okay? Now I'm going to go to the next square here. I'm going to do the same thing, crystal clear front sight, and I'm going to break the shot, okay? Now for the third square, we are not going to be front sight focus anymore. We're going to start front sight focus. So everything is clear right now in terms of my front sight. And then I'm going to change focus, complete focus to the target. But I still see information from my front sight. Although I'm target focused, and then I'm going to maintain that target focus, then break the shot. And I still hit. So I'm going to go to the next target here. I'm going to switch it back to front sight focus, break the shot. Now I'm going to go to the last black paster here, and I'm going to be target focused. I'm just going to focus all my attention and my vision on that last paster, but I still see information in my front sight, then I break the shot. And if you follow all the mechanics, like everything's the same, nothing changes in your trigger press, your grip, your stance, all of that, you're going to get enough information from your front sight. Even though I'm focusing on the target or you're focusing on the target, you're still going to get information from your front sight or your red dot. And that is enough information you need to hit the target. You don't have to have a crystal clear front sight. When you're beginning and learning how to shoot, yes, absolutely important. Like I mentioned earlier, you need to know the rules to break the rules. But it's kind of like if you take Tylenol or Advil or things like that, let's say they tell you to take only 2 tablets. That is what they call like it's a minimal dose you need to get the effect that you want. So what we're doing here is showing you that you don't have to have a crystal clear front sight to get the effect that you want. You just need that minimum amount of information or just the 2 tablets of Advil or Tylenol to get the job done. So this is an exercise, again, that is going to show you that you can do this. Remember, you're going to get to a distance where you do have to have clear focus on your front sight of your red dot to take that shot, but then now you're going to play with your vision. You may not get it immediately, but this exercise will show you that you can absolutely do this because you're still taking in sufficient information to break the shot. You don't have to always have a crystal clear front sight or crystal clear dot. Hope you guys like that little tip. If you're already a very accurate shooter where you can pretty much nail any target that you want on demand, but you're lacking some speed, it may be because you haven't really explored being target focused more. Recall what I mentioned that we don't always need 100% crystal clear front sight, or when shooting a red dot, you don't need to focus on the red dot. You just need enough information so that you can break an accurate shot. So explore looking at your target with 100% focus and just getting some information, then break the shot. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. And as always, let us know what you think, or if you have other methods to improve on target focus versus being front sight focused in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe. See you guys in the next video.